Hi. It is Mr. 3 hours of sleep. And today's video is going to be about holding back and also moving past holding back. And that is encompassing your emotions, it's your strength, and your karma. So August is the 8th month. I've said that about 8 million times now. Today is the 12th day. So 12 is like a divine set. It is like a number of divinity. If you think about like the 12 tribes of Israel, you think about like the multiplication tables, like they go up to 12, right? Think about like a dozen eggs, like a baker's dozen, like a dozen, right? So like it's like a divine set. 1 and 3, it's also a number of like birth. Like it's very symbolic of like birth, for me especially. But that goes into like that divine set, like something that was birthed into being through divinity. 7 would be like a super divine number, and like 7 would be like a divine force, and then 12 would be like a divine event happening. The word divine itself sounds like the vine, like the vines of a tree that branch off, like the divine completion of birth would be like the vines of life wrapping around that person's soul and creating them. The 1 and 2 is 3. 8 and 3 is 11. 11 we talked about yesterday being 8-11 is like a very emotional aspect. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday is like Mars Day, dedicated to Mars. And a lot of your emotions come from a very Martian place in your heart. A very fiery passion, a very warlike tenacity. And it's good to sympathize with those emotions, but also understand that there is very much to hold back there. 28 would be a number of like receiving information. If you think about like 2 and 8 being 10, and then 10 being like a receiver, like a number that would be like an antenna. 1010 would be like a number of switching something on and off, and performing a swift reset and a swift change in your path or just whatever you're doing at the time. The number 812 would have the mirrored energy of 28, so the number of receiving, but would also have the mirrored number of 219, because of that 1 and 12. So what is the opposite of receiving? What is the opposite of being given something? It's holding something back. When you receive, someone taught me this a long time ago, but there is such a thing as the gift of receiving. When you allow somebody to give you something without giving them anything back in return, and following through with that humanistic law of reciprocity, and just giving them the gift of receiving the gift they give you, is a very beautiful thing to do. So what does it mean when you hold back? When you hold back your strength, when you hold back your emotions, when you hold back those fiery Martian passions, it means that you are growing stronger. It means that you are in this period of swift change, this period of becoming anew, and understanding that one of the ways that you can become a new person is by holding back and resisting this person that has acted through you from coming out, from granting them the oxygen. Every fire needs oxygen to really like thrive, and you are the provider of that oxygen. So being able to hold back that oxygen and limit the amount of fuel that you are giving your negative emotions, your negative archetype of yourself, and giving yourself positive reinforcement, positive affirmations, and telling yourself that you are able to do certain things, you are able to pivot and change direction and recenter yourself, even if it is like so quick, like such a quick change. The eight energy is like an energy of like infinity. It's like an energy of eternity. And that can help you with your power. It can also help you with like making things way worse and like developing a curse for someone and being like, okay, if I do this with like eternal energy in mind, you can like curse someone for like an eternity, you know? If you tell them the exact right, wrong thing, that is going to live in their subconscious and bind them forever to you and that negative emotion. But you can use it for the positive as well. You can use eight energy to feel this sense of eternal, infinite power. Like holding back is really stressful. It's really straining on your mental, it's straining on your physical and your temperamental. So if you are able to harness this infinite karmic power that you've already created throughout your life and really manifesting the fruits of your karmic labor, whenever you feel like you aren't able to do something, like when you aren't able to channel that stronger divinity within yourself, realizing that you already woke up today and you are that stronger divinity. You are that unbreakable link. And you do have this infinite, eternal power, not just from your karma, but by the sheer fact that you are a human inside of existence, living within the eternal and the eternal living within you. A little cool thing I want to show you is that, check it out. It's Mars. It's 1023. 10 was like a number of like resetting, like on and off. 23 is like a number of like the devil. It's actually hilarious, but check this out. Ooh, don't check that out. Check this out. Over yonder. So yeah, so that is 23. So it's like, what are the odds that I would do that at the exact 3 hours of sleep? What are the odds that I would do that at that exact time? I don't know, but really understanding that like that devil on your shoulder, like when our homegirl Eve was in the garden, right? And the snake, Satan, that evil devil, was whispering in her ear, you know? I tell people, like, the devil wasn't like telling Eve, like, yo, bro, eat the apple now. I order you to. You're not leaving this garden, this tree. You're not getting back to, picking berries until you eat this apple, Eve. He wasn't saying that. He was giving her like roundabout questions that she could ask herself, like these cyclical questions, like this Ouroboros of thought he was giving her. Like, hey, Eve, do you want to be like God? Have you ever thought about why you can't eat from that tree? Have you ever wondered if you could be like God? Types of questions, types of like seeding her mind with poisonous, insidious, eternal curses that would haunt her for the rest of her life. Um, and those are the type of things that you can do with yourself. So understanding that like there is a good time to hold those back, you know, like if you're in the middle of a workout where you're fighting for your life, that's a good time to release those curses, to be like, why can't I be like God? Why can't I overcome this human body and, liberate myself from these chains of physicality and totally pummel this person? That's like a good time, right? Because it's like your self defense, it's like maybe it's like a situation where things could go in the direction of life or the direction of not living. So that's like a good time to release those links, to release those demons from their bounds, from their bindings. But there is also a horrible time to do that. Like if you're waking up in the morning, whenever you wake up in the morning, bad time to release demons, like bad time when you're brushing your teeth in the morning and you're looking at yourself and you got like 3 hours of sleep. Bad time to release demons, bro. Bad time. Those are the times you want to release angels. Those are the times that you want to send angels out and be like, yo, angels, I need you right now. I need you right now, now. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot today, so much for this to be successful. I told you guys I was gonna make the Instagram and the clip channels yesterday. I didn't. I've been saying I'm gonna do that every single night, and I haven't. So today is the day. I'm gonna do it in like an hour and a half. Hour and a half. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go play row your boat with the rowing machine. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Have the best day.